What's going on, guys? Sean here, and as you can tell by the title of the video, and obviously probably why you clicked it, I'm going to be talking about the state and I guess you could say the future of Rainbow Six Siege. Now, a little backstory if you're new here. I love Rainbow Six Siege. I have played it religiously since it came out, and ever since this game has turned into year 5, the year has switched and year 5 is here, I've honestly not have been playing it by no means as much as I've have in the previous years, uploading videos as much as I have in previous years regarding Rainbow Six Siege. And why is that? Now, in this video, we're going to talk about a few things, something personal with me in terms of my desire to play the game, as well as some serious issues, in my opinion, with the game, the state of the game, and the state of the game for the future. Now, first things first, I've played this game a while, so maybe my body is telling me that, you need to take a break with this game, take some time off. Now, I've been playing the game sometimes, but not as much, by no means as much as I have. If you guys have seen the channel, and you guys are subscribers, and you've been wondering why I haven't been posting so much Siege videos, well, Destiny 2 and Call of Duty Warzone have been, doing well on the channel, have been gaining my interest more, and they're just very fun games to play. I know Destiny 2 is a very old game, but I just love Destiny in general. It's one of my favorite franchises to keep playing, and it's a game I'm so happy to be there, and I'm grinding it religiously, and I'm happy about it. Like, there's a desire, even though it's very repetitive that sometimes, there's just something there that I just love about that grind. Call of Duty Warzone, playing with a group of friends, playing with a lot of people, messing around, playing with some co-workers, friends, whatever, just the whole nine. It's a very good time, it's a very good experience, and this Modern Warfare game has reminded me of some old school OG feelings with Call of Duty, playing with your friends, playing all night, playing a lot, playing for hours upon hours, whether it's multiplayer or battle royale. I'm having a great time with Modern Warfare, and I'm having fun making videos for that. Now, going on to Siege now, I feel like playing Siege and trying to capture footage for this game has been a massive frustration. I'll be honest with you guys, sometimes I do play unranked. Now, my recent Siege video, the one you're seeing here on screen, I obviously was playing ranked, but I'm not going to lie to you. If you guys question, hey, is this guy playing unranked? Hey, there's a good chance I might be playing unranked at this point, because there's a lot of issues within Siege that Ubisoft has failed to address on the console side and just on the game side in general. Now, one thing, it's just me repeating myself at this point, is the netcode. The game relies on such precise and instant action. When I mean instant action, I mean one-shot kills, engagements becoming like simultaneous, like you start the engagement, you end the engagement. Very few times are you in an actual gunfight in Rainbow Six Siege. You guys see each other, one of you guys are going to die, and that's the bottom line. If you're not winning, you're losing and you're watching. So that's, one thing about it. So when I lose to netcode and I get shot around the corner, I get very frustrated at that. Now, Ubisoft has made a few right steps to address this issue, in my opinion, with people abusing connection. We're going to talk about that a little bit later, but in general, I just feel like the netcode does still need some work, and I feel like I've been rinsing and repeating myself for going on 5 years now. Again, this is a community thing. We've all had issues with this. This is not new. It's a common, complaint. The netcode used to be way worse than it is now, but again, it's still very frustrating. Now, another thing I have to complain about, and I've made a video about this before, is just the overall meta of this game. I don't know what the developers at Ubisoft Montreal want to do with Siege. It's become very stagnant, very repetitive, and there's very standardized and just things that just need to happen. Now, some of that is that, very experienced veteran players, even pro players, love the comfortability of not adjusting to new strategies. If they do have to adjust, it's, to adjust to counter plays to them, and really nothing else. Besides that, you go in coastline, you're attacking, kitchen, and you have a default attack. You have pretty much a default hold, and that has not changed. Ubisoft has not made an attempt to change this meta. There's no operator like Mira. There's no operator like Legion, like Echo. They're not introducing these types of characters anymore. And, maybe that's because they don't want to spin up the meta balance and ruin the balance of the game. But in general, I want new operators to do something to the meta. Now, I will admit my time so far with the new operators this season, they have done some of that. I feel like they could do more of that. But this is also the last time we're going to be getting, 2 operators a season. From now on, including into year 6, we're only getting 1 operator a season. While I do somewhat like that approach, I just really hope they focus on them changing up the meta. We have different style of attacks with this operator. We have different style of counterattacks with this operator. Do something to make sure this game feels fresh every single season. Call of Duty feels fresh every single season. I don't know how they do it. I mean, it's really just adding in two new weapons, and that's pretty much it. But Warzone's a perfect example. They add in Jailbreak, they add in all these different in-game events, and they shaken up Battle Royale to a point where I never thought it was. I thought Warzone in the beginning was horrible, but they've made it so much better because they're constantly evolving the playing field for Battle Royale for Warzone. So that's something I've enjoyed, and it's obviously kept me invested this long for now. Destiny 2 Season of Arrivals is seriously gearing up to be a hype machine for the Beyond Light expansion, and even beyond Light. I like the little bit of double entendre, whatever you want to call that shit. Sounded awesome to me, don't fucking knock me. But even beyond Light, said it again, because I'm awesome like that, I guess. But yeah, it's looking exciting. We're building up a narrative, the Savantune, the Witch Queen, someone we've known about for years, Oryx's sister, and all this other things, and there's history there, and we as a community, which is a hardcore community, is very excited for that, and it's ever changing. There's a few issues with the sandbox, current, seasonal events being maybe too boring and not too developed, but there's a future there to look forward to. When it comes to Siege, not so much. It's pretty stale, pretty boring, and there's really not much to look forward to. Now, how does Ubisoft change this? I mean, Tachanka's rework, I really want that to be in the game, because that's going to make me check out that game instantaneously. I want to have a grenade, flamethrower launcher, Tachanka, bless the Lord, stuff like that. But in general, there's really not much to look forward to with Siege. You play the game, you be competitive, you win, you get awesome clips, but we don't know anything about the future except, we're going to get a new operator, we're going to get a map rework, what type of map rework we're going to get, which map it is, and that's pretty much it. Besides that, as a community, we're in the dark. And I do think maybe that's some of the reason why I don't like it. Maybe that's some of the reason why the community has a hard time playing it. Now, one final thing. This is going to be console focused because on PC, obviously a lot of these issues I'm going to address, specifically mouse and fucking keyboard. I don't have because obviously on PC. The reason I don't play PC is that I don't record PC as efficiently. I need a second PC, which I'm, obviously working on for the future. But yeah, I don't have a second PC to record, and so recording PC games is hard for me. That's why I don't play PC Siege as much. But going back on console, mouse and keyboard is one of the most frustrating things. I like to consider myself one of the higher skilled players in Siege. I've been a diamond before. I've been high plat almost every single season, and I feel like I'm punished for that. Now, why am I punished for that, you may ask? Well, everybody in my rank, there's like a 75% chance they're using a mouse and keyboard. They're using a Zim adapter to make themselves have an advantage and play on mouse and keyboard. And this pisses me off because at this point, I'm like, why should I even play ranked? Why do I even have to be competitive? I'm just hurting myself in my enjoyment of this game. And for a console player that's in a high plat using controller, that's literally the biggest thing you don't want to do as a gamer. You don't want to make things less enjoyable for yourself. You want to enjoy the game. And I don't want to be a scumbag and buy a Sam adapter to play mouse and keyboard for Rainbow Six Siege. I don't want to do that. I have moral standing, I guess you could say. So I don't want to do that. But it's feeling like in ranked for console, you need to do that. And granted, this issue is now above and beyond what, Ubisoft can solve. But they have no sense in urgency to get Sony to get their act together with this adapter or trying to fix this little loophole in their system. They're quiet. They're like, yeah, this is an our issue. Go bitch over there. And that's literally what I feel like they do with this issue. And continuing over that, I feel like console issues are forgotten. They don't give a fuck about us. They don't give a rat's ass about the console community, even though console is still a massive player base for them. This is why people are jumping on the Call of Duty. They're jumping on the Apex. They're jumping on the different games like me with Destiny 2 and Warzone. It's because I don't feel like the community, or at least this team at Ubisoft, is focusing on the console community. And when you compare this to the fact that they only focus on their casual PC community, and then you tack on that they're solely focused on the pro community, hence why Goyo got nerfed, in my opinion, for no reason. So what if he's powerful when you communicate? Doesn't mean he's powerful in a traditional ranked game. Not everybody is a fucking pro. There's no need to nerf Goyo. He's still one of the most underutilized operators in the game. And on top of that, he got a nerf shotgun, he got a nerf shields, like shield count specifically, but like, why is that thing being focused on? That's the same issue why I don't like Treyarch Call of Duty games. They design their games for pro play, and it pisses me off. Their maps are 3-lanes. You guys might think differently, but a 3-lane map is, in my opinion, the worst designed map in any shooter. You know, if you're playing competitive in the pro scene, yes, there are more fundamentally better maps because they're balanced, there's a core meta to it, things aren't random, you can argue. But in a casual, public, community-based shooter, I don't like that from Treyarch. I feel like if I play a 3-lane map, I literally just want to rip my hair out because it's so boring and repetitive. You can change the skin up, the lane is going to be the same, the map's pretty much going to flow the same, and why should I play any other map but just one map in Treyarch's multiplayer games? That's my issue. So when Treyarch focuses on pro heavy things, you know, higher competitive pros and lower competitive pros are very happy about that. But me as a player, I feel like you just spat in my face. And now on top of that, you have a PC community that's not pro. Then you have a console community below that that's not pro. And the pros get, you know, priority. I mean, granted, the pros have done so much for the community and for Siege itself, but it doesn't mean they get priority over weapon, you know, balance and enjoyment of the game on the end of us being more miserable. Like, I'm done. I feel like this is a rant that I didn't really want to be a rant. It just ended up going into a rant. But when I was talking about these issues, it just got me so heated. Like, so goddamn heated. And if you guys stick to the end of this video and you guys enjoyed, make sure you guys like this video. It'd be greatly appreciated. Help this video a lot. Get this rant, you know, get this message across to Ubisoft. Hopefully, doubtly, but, you know, hopefully. There's hope. Can't kill the hope over here. And subscribe for more, you know, content on this channel. If you guys are fans of Warzone, you guys are fans of Destiny 2, definitely subscribe for more of those contents as well, along with some Siege content along the way. I gotta figure out the schedule of what I want to do, how much Siege I want to play, you know, and take. And, you know, again, I love editing Siege videos. I love playing Siege. But when it comes to getting footage in a competitive setting like ranked and, you know, showing my skills, it has become a bit frustrating. With that being said, I'm done with my rant. Hope you guys have a good one. Stay safe out there. Shut here, and I'm out.